Hi guys, and welcome to week 3 review of Inktober. Week 3 started out with the prompt Legend, and it didn't take me long to decide I wanted to do Annie Oakley. And I absolutely love how this picture turned out. I think that the yellow Prismacolor marker really sets things off, especially since I used the cool gray Copic sketch marker to do the shading and the hair. There's not a lot to say about this one. It's one of my better illustrations of the month, and I just really enjoy it. Day 16, the prompt was wild, and I realized I had not yet drawn the lion tamer. So that's what I was planning on doing, until I realized, I kind of liked it better without the tamer, and just the lion, the chair, and the whip. So that's what I did. I used India ink to fill in all the black, the cool gray Copic marker for the shading, and the Uniball Signo gel pen for the white outlines. Day 17, the prompt was Ornament, and at first I thought of someone covered in tattoos, but I thought that might be a little difficult. Then I thought of someone covered in piercings. I thought that might be difficult as well. So I went with a little bit of an easier idea. I thought about the ladies who extend their necks by increasing the amount of rings that they're wearing around them. And I decided to go with the poster style because it was day 17 of a 31-day challenge, and after waking up at 4 in the morning and going to bed at 11 at night, every night, I was kind of tired. So I went with something simple. I will have to say I do not like this image at all. It's not horrible, but it's definitely not my favorite. And I named it the Circus Loftus Brothers Circus after my father's side of the family. He had some brothers that they always got into a lot of shenanigans when they were younger, so I thought it was fitting. Day 18, the prompt was Misfit. Well, I've been doing circus people, and they're all misfits. So what I did was I took the one word misfit and broke it into 2 separate words. Misfit. So here we have a really muscular, strong lady holding a dumbbell, and a couple more poses here. And here we are. Meet Misfit. Strongest woman in the world. And I used the cool gray Copic sketch marker for the shading. And I like this overall. And it's one of my better illustrations. I also have a little bit of a gradient here. Not much, but it's there. Day 19's prompt was sling, and I thought about someone who's injured has their arm in a sling. But there's a prompt later down the list that is also injured, so I didn't want to do 2 injured people. So I thought of slingshot, and I was going to have a clown being shot out of one, so I wanted to make sure he had enough clearance. So So at first I just did 2 posts, but I didn't like how that looked. And I said, you know, this is a cartoon, he's a clown. Let's go with the traditional slingshot that everybody knows. And on this sketch, I was trying to work out whether or not I wanted to color it. However, I decided not to color it, even though I do like that sketch, because I've been having a lot of trouble with my markers, and I just didn't trust them. They were very streaky, they were drying out, and I don't have a lot of experience, so I went with the black and white version. And again here, you can see I used the India ink wash. And on this one, I actually used the Pentel Pocket Brush Pen again. And I have to say, I think I was very successful because it just works with this style. The nice, thick, chunky, wavy lines. And I just really like how this turned out. Another thing that helps this pop out a little bit is I took the white gel pen and went around the edges of the design, and that really helps it stand out from the India ink wash in the background. So there is prompt 19, Sling. Day 20, the prompt was tread, and at first I thought about having another clown treading around trying to be quiet, but he's about to step on a bicycle horn and wake everyone up. But given that I just did a clown, I decided not to go that route. So over the summer we had gone to the Renaissance Festival and seen a man on a unicycle going across a slack line, and his unicycle did not have any tread, so it helped him go along the line a lot easier. And I said, that's what I want to draw. So I took this sketch, put it in my iPad, blew it up, printed it out, used my light box, traced it onto the Bristol board, and colored it. And I think it turned out really nice. This is actually my favorite piece of the entire Inktober series. And I wish I could get it all in frame at once. Okay. I was able to move the camera back a little bit so we get more of the picture in frame. This is probably my favorite picture of the entire month, and it's really hard to choose favorites, but I really like that one. The last prompt of the month was treasure, and I thought about how back in the day they had these traveling exhibits, and a lot of times they would have real artifacts, but other times they would also have some silly stuff. For example, they would think they'd have the bodies of mermaids, when it was, in reality, it was just the top half of a monkey sewn onto the bottom half of a fish. So I thought, that's kind of what I want to do for treasure. They've gone around the world, they found these exotic things, and they put them into a collection, and it's on exhibit. However, when I went to draw it, I found that having 3 items was just a little too much. So I just went with 2. And though the prompt was treasure, my kind of background idea is this is treasures and trophies from around the world. So you have the treasure of the ancient Egyptian burial mask, and then you have the trophy of the shrunken head, which is an actual treasure from the Amazon. They actually did kill people, shrink their heads, and wear them as trophies. There was an exhibit in Pittsburgh not too long ago about mummies, and they included shrunken heads. But you can look into it. When I was in special effects class, we made our own shrunken heads. I don't have mine anymore, I sold it, but I do still have the mold to make another one if I want to. But I named this traveling exhibit Prior and Metals because they pry into things and meddle around. And I thought that was just very fitting for somebody that's looting grave sites and stealing things and then displaying them for their own gain. So that was the last prompt of week 3 of Inktober. And you probably noticed this lovely group of post-it notes. That's because under here is the beginning of week 4, and I didn't want to give anything away, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, thank you for watching week 3 of Inktober review. If you have any questions or any comments, they're more than welcome down below. If you like what you saw, please hit that like button. If you participated in Inktober, please, I would love to see your work. Send me a link in the comments. Have a great day, and thank you for watching. See you guys later. Bye.